We've got all these players all trying to pile in to get weapons from the same two kiosks because the only things there are the crappy shotgun and the crappy gun. Well, not a crappy pistol, but just a pistol. When everyone else is using long arms,
Ouais, t'es moche, toi.
Less than ideal.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
Et toi aussi. Toi aussi, dans la Dark Zone, je vais te goumer, hein. Oh, je te goume, toi, tout à l'heure. Et toi aussi, je te... Et toi, je te goume aussi. Et je vous goume tous tout à l'heure.
Weapons. Okay. I'm just gonna buy some ARs. If the system will load. Maybe this is why they were taking so long. Well, I know the mags are available, so I'm gonna go with those. They seem to have loaded first. Here it is.
Ethan, on va te goumer, Ethan. Arrête d'envoyer des invites, Ethan, on va te goumer. Ethan, je te mange. Je te mange.
We got some new inventory in. Definitely worth taking a look.
Wow. Goes to show my knowledge of this area. The only weapons here are the junk shotgun and the the pistol. Okay, we doing this.
Nice to see you again.
I'm on the 3.17.1 PTU server, and one of the FPS tests is about to start, so I need something to work with. Let's see.
Hi, welcome.
Attention, this is Special Agent Rowena Dooley. The CDF has been activated to assist with a local emergency on the planet of Crusader. The Ninetales gang have seized control of several platforms outside of Orison, and the CDF needs any available volunteers to help resecure them.
Get the heck out of these folks' way so they have a chance to play. This is just craziness. I was wondering why I'm just using a stock suit, or at least I think it's my stock suit. It's plain and simple. It's going to be very messy here. Damn R. That's not the correct mission. Here we go. Here we go. So, 100,000, 380,000 UEC plus bonuses. I don't know if they're going to keep this amount, but that is a dramatic amount of money to play this match. Although it could be because it's a long-term game. So, they are saying that friend or foe indicators are activated, which, I mean, hopefully they would be, right? Inverter is active in the airspace inaccessible. CDF has managed to gain control of the local shuttle system and route it across the Solansky platform, which we've already toured in previous videos, without Ninetales' knowledge. Crusader and commercial platform. We get to the rooftop to find the shuttle that will travel to the occupied platforms. Oh, so the Crusader showroom, like we've been to before. The shuttle system is informing there are several vehicles on the platforms available for use. I've heard of that as well. Platform is protected by 9-10 controlled anti-air weapons. So if you try to go over there in a spaceship, they will attempt to blow you out of the sky. Now, I would love to test, say, a Prowler or a Valkyrie or something like that that's fully
Good
shooting
purchase.
back and such? Is it automated where like they can just take you down no matter what size ship you bring, or is there a limit to what they can take down? Can you roll over there in a 600i with 3 size 5s and just pound away on the anti-air system? I mean, I guess anything's possible, right? Until it isn't. Unless like CIG coded those weapons to be like size 9 torps or something. So okay, let's get over there. And when I get to the shuttle, I'll equip my weapon systems. Right now, I just have a med gun and an undersuit on. The reason for that is because there is a lot of NPCs that are laying on the ground that are wounded and injured and downed and such, where you can go rescue them, and or they may have passed already, and then you can take their armor. So.
Agent Dooley with the CDF. Just wanted to thank you for volunteering. Anyway, we need your help taking back some Crusader platforms from the outlaw gang known as the Ninetails. They have set up an inverter to seize control of the platform's restricted airspace, so only their ships can access the area. Since we can't fly in ourselves, we've got a shuttle ready to take you to the platforms, where we want you to deactivate the inverter.
It's just like
Gather any gear you need and make your way to the station. I'd also recommend creating an imprint at Orison General.
It's just like going to war in a kiddie train. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Thanks again.
Like, you know, one of those trains at the mall or something, or at a fair.
Before you head out to the platforms, you might want to think about making an imprint at Orison General. If worse comes to worse and you need to regen, it'll make things a lot easier.
Some of you are going in without any armor? You have no fear.
Next stop, Salami platform.
I like this guy.
Home to the temporary residences for VIPs like you. Passengers who have reservations at the Hoshki Center or the Abe
This is
Towers
the right shotgun.
disembark at
I don't know.
this
I've
stop.
kind of threw this together at the last second. Yeah, cool. It's the right shotgun. At least I have a shotgun and a med kit. Med gun.
Now that you're here, I wanted to get you up to speed on the operation. You're approaching a small network of platforms that Crusader uses for VIP sales. Ninetails outlaws have seized control of the air and platforms, and we need to take them back. Your first objective will be to return control of the restricted airspace back to Crusader. The Ninetails are using a device called an identity friend or foe inverter so they can bring in reinforcements while our own ships are locked out.
Okay.
We know that the device is being hidden in a locked storage container somewhere on the cargo barge docked at Central Platform. It seems, however, that the only person with the container's access codes is Mendo Ren, a veteran Ninetails outlaw who is in charge of this attack. Having dealt with him before, we believe that he will stay hidden until he is forced to get involved. This means that to get to Ren, you will first have to neutralize the Ninetails lieutenants he's assigned to each of the individual platforms. Once you take them out, you can get the codes from Ren and shut down the inverter. The platform you're headed to now is Solanki Platform. I'm told Crusader uses it to house VIPs that are visiting Orison. There should be a few small ships here that we have permission to use. Commandeering vehicles will be vital to us reaching the central platform, as it's disconnected from the shuttle system. I'll make sure to update you if anything changes.
So there's all the
With your
different
help,
platforms.
I have faith the
If
CDF
you
is
see my
gonna
other
come out on
video, I
top today.
talked about these videos. I'll be honest with you, I didn't go to Brushwood or Hardmore yet. I was hoping to tour those with Ash eventually. But those are the other platforms beyond the Zelensky. Now, before this event, and on the live server right now on 3.17.1, which is, heck, we're about to hit Drake Defense Con in a little bit. I think we're, what are we on? RSI Day. So, RSI.
The platform is mostly being cleared
That's all I
out.
got,
We just need to
okay.
reverse the restricted area to stop them from reinforcing.
So, I could tour these in a safe manner when it is not a test bed for this FPS gameplay. Now, as far as we know so far, this would be PvE, but it could very well become PvX, where people that have a low sex status get offers to come out here and fight on behalf of the Ninetails. We just don't know yet. There have been other events that have been not made up that way.
At Solanki Platform. Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
If that is on this server, we'll find out really soon.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
So the
Crusaders
armistice
even more
ends as soon
pathetic
as you
than we
get here.
thought to rely on civvies to save their arse. We control the skies around all these platforms,
okay.
so there ain't nobody getting close
So
to the
this
threat
guy
of
isn't
Ninetales.
going anywhere
And each
near
island
the
is
main
controlled by
fight
someone
just yet.
you really don't want to be messing with. So the best thing you can do is get back on that shuttle. It ain't your problem.
Now I'm just wearing a
Access
stock
codes for the
undersuit,
locked cargo containers
and
on
I
this
can
platform
clearly
were
see that I'm not
successfully
freezing to
recovered from the
death, so
lieutenant's
that's
body.
good.
I've gone ahead and passed it along to all CDF volunteers.
So far, this is an interesting route. So that corpse back there was already looted. This fella seems to be staying far right onto the edges as possible. I didn't even see that NPC. Like, he just appeared before me when he animated it. With a shotgun like this, I'm good at close range, but worthless anywhere else. There's an NPC right there. So he doesn't care about noise at all. Whatever, SMGs aren't that good anyway. This seems to be the container. But we can't unlock it until... Okay, so the container moves. This container was right at the front before when I was exploring this it was considered a restricted area. Ooh, there's actually a system for this. Like a global inventory on this platform. Or, no, okay. Wait, I'm just being silly. Okay. Apparently if you're crouched, it messes with the settings of these things. Maybe just this undersuit's not compatible. I can't tell. If I drop it to the ground, it becomes a crate, and then I can probably wear it from there. Okay, cool. I think I just lost some of my ammo of my shotgun rounds, so having at least this SMG as a backup is nice. Ooh, what the heck? Oh, that would be way better. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're not talking. Why you know LMG? Okay, whatever. I gotta stop playing collector. Oh, the BR2. That is a better shotgun, plain and simple. I love the BR2. Slightly more ammo, more damage. Well, I think it's less damage, but slightly more damage at range, if I remember right. Another custodian, just clip through the floor. So you don't really want to get bogged down in the details, clearly. Learn from my mistakes.
Look out! Someone's shooting!
Dude, wearing that armor, you're gonna get yourself killed really quick.
He's probably not wrong.
Covering fire!
So this spawn closet is the restroom. Hopefully people read their IFFs. The reason I took the helmet off was my theory is that none of these NPCs are running around with no helmet on, armor. Combined with IFF, I might not have any friendly fire incidents. So, the people that were in the last test told me that you die all the time and NPCs are like John Wick or something. And that is not the case, at least on this server. I did not bring any of my good heavy armor or light armor, medium armor, because I was like, oh, well, I'll be dead every 5 seconds anyway, and I'll have to respawn and come back over. That is not the case at freaking all. Are we just meant to keep killing the people in the spawn closet until the bad guy shows up? Well, that's a bad enemy.
Oh, believe me, this is gonna hurt. Oh shit!
Not sure how the Pisces is gonna do here. It's light and nimble, which is good, but with the AA defenses on these platforms still active, something with more armor might make sense.
Alright. Let's power this fucker up. No exterior.
Airospace. All
Tails Lieutenant identified. Watch it. That platform's anti-air is still active. Be careful as you get closer. Up, you got Brushwood Platform. It's where Crusader likes to wine and dine potential buyers for the commercial and civilian ships. We've been given clearance to commandeer any of the floor models to help retake the platforms from Ninetales, so grab one if you want. There's a Ninetales lieutenant on this platform. If we want to draw out the commander and shut down
God, the lag.
we'll need to deal with them first.
Oh, God.
The
Put the
anti-air
landing
defenses
gear
are
down.
still active on that platform.
I don't know.
Mission all volunteers. Devin Marcus, the Ninetales member in charge of
Oh my God, the lag is so bad. I'm getting like 1 frame. I need to get down. I need to get these guys down. Or I'm gonna.
I guess that's life. Huh?
I need to get down without smashing everything in
The
sight.
lieutenant had the access codes for this platform's locked cargo containers on his body.
Oh shit. God, that lag was horrendous. Okay, no more piloting. Apparently, I don't think that's ready for prime time. I've flown a lot of time in the
Who's
Pisces.
your ally? They trusted you.
Oh boy.
You're done with the CDF. Let the local authorities know where they can find you.
Great, so I got a
Working for the
Crimestat.
CDF isn't an excuse to go committing crimes. I'm kicking you from this mission until you get that sorted out.
Oh my goodness.
Fine, have it your way. You're officially trespassing in an active crisis area and will be flagged as a combatant.
So there's your answer. If you want to go fight for the enemy, yeah, just kill friendlies. Oh my goodness, look at that Crimestat just flying up. So, if this makes it to a video, I have a lot of footage I don't make to videos, but if it makes it to a video, I gotta tell you that going at 3 frames a second, attempting to fly in while you're being shot at by turrets is not fun. I think I blew through the flares a little too early. That's the biggest mistake I can learn from. But they need to improve that. My goodness, the lag. Maybe it was just because it was loading in for the first time. I'm not sure, but it was bad. I mean, that lag was horrendous. And honestly, I don't know exactly how I could have did it differently, because like where I was aiming and where I ended up were 2 completely different places. Like my vision was like land in the middle of that side of the platform, and every single time it kept kicking me forward, like as if I was on ice, is the best description it felt like. So having a Pisces with 2 other guys on board and throwing it forward into a combat zone, that can't have like 3 frames a second. It just can't, plain and simple. Without going into like crazy specifics or something, it's very obvious here that even though respawn is part of this, that's not good enough, because respawn is only half the battle. If you crash that ship by accident because there's 3 frames a second on the on your client, you're going to have a bad time. So I think what I think's happening as well is maybe we were the first people into that next platform. So the entire platform's ships and player and NPCs, AI, and everything was loading all at the beginning. So if that's the case, then the second somebody jumps on that Pisces, CIG needs to start booting up those other platforms. So the lag is only seen in the safety of like taking off, etc., waiting for everybody to get on board the Pisces. So I feel like that would be the smarter move, because waiting until a player procs that platform. Like, you saw that Dooley started giving all those speeches as we got closer and closer to the platform. That was very close to the platform that we actually started getting those, and that's a major problem with the way this game operates. You just saw how that was just brought the frame rates to its knees, and it was unplayable, plain and simple, unplayable. I mean, and the other thing is they keep pressuring you with they're firing at you. You know, so my attitude is gotta get us down, gotta get these guys out. You know, we need to get out of this ship. This is a sitting duck. So sitting there and waiting for everything to load is not possible, supposedly. So that's a bit of my perspective on it. I think my gameplay is done until I do a character reset, and then I have to wait 15 minutes. So this might be the last of today. But geez, okay. Couple lessons. The armor that is down on the ground is worthless for this gameplay mode because other players may shoot you when you're wearing it. Because it's not box standard armor, it's colored to certain pathways, and some of it's even like unique armors, which are cool to carry around, but not so cool when you're there. Which is 2. The AI is hit and miss. A lot of times they weren't even firing at me. But it could just be that this was a bad server, so it really is server dependent on how much fun versus profit you can make. 3, it is going to be extremely profitable if they keep that 380k payout. I was awarded 20k of it, I think, as a bonus just for jumping inside the Pisces and start flying over to the next platform. For the other platforms, we need to iron out how far out that AI operates with the anti-aircraft systems, and also, geez, they need to figure out a way to load in those other platforms. Whatever way as possible, especially when you're relying on players to deliver other players. If you had a shuttle delivering them, the shuttle, you could be lag fested up and the shuttle will always get you there. And the shuttle on the first platform was nice because it had a safety zone where no one could shoot each other until right after you got off of it. In this case, this ship did not offer such a capability, and the whole time she's hammering in that they have AA, and there's stuff shooting at you, and that gives you the message: get this thing on the ground, try or die trying. And when you're playing like the equivalent of Screenshot Simulator with like 3 screenshots, you're seeing like a flip book or something, trying to pilot an extremely nimble small craft at high speeds. That's not a bad. It's not a good combination. Furthermore, that Pisces needs a lot more countermeasures, so you have a little more reassurances. Turrets don't scare me as much as missiles do. Turrets tend to be, especially smaller ones that are on the ground, tend to be kind of a shield chewer, and you kind of have a little bit of a warning, like your shields are going down on this phase, spin the ship, and got the other half. Shield facing. But what does, on the smaller ship, you don't have shield facing, but to be fair. But on the missiles do scare me in a small ship, missiles and torps, because if just one of those wallops you and it's big enough, you're going to go down. There's no way around it. So that's kind of the biggest fear I have. Being able to deploy more countermeasures and chaff, etc., would certainly help dramatically. Flares and chaff. So yeah, heck, I know in War Thunder we use a periodic countermeasure release, so you can set the number of seconds and stuff. I'm not saying you need all that, but it would be nice to hit a button and it just keeps deploying chaff flares every few seconds. Okay, so that's all my thoughts on this. Yeah, what a wild adventure. Short but wild adventure. I hope that they clean this up, and I can't wait to play this in the live server and have a good time. And sorry I had a weird ending, but that's how it is.